Good morning and welcome to the daily vlog. Today is a surprise off day for us at the campground. All the employees are off. Cindy and I are doing the bare minimum of work, and it's 27 degrees. Last week it was 70. We had sort of a ice storm last night. They said they were calling for snow and ice, but if you can look at our picnic table, we ended up having rain. That's a solid sheet of ice there. Chance's outdoor bed has ice on it. And the grill is covered in ice. So we're gonna take a quick trip around the campground and see if there's any damage. So I thought we'd stop by the store, see how things are going. I think the only thing we've had come in this week has been the plumber to add some PEX plumbing to the system. Let's take a look. So here we are going into the laundry room. You can see they've got cold water lines, hot water lines running up into the ceiling. I am not a fan of PEX and shark bites for construction purposes, only repair purposes. I'm coming down into the bathroom. I find it strange that the regular workers have not been here. They've had plenty of time to do a lot of stuff, but I have not seen any of the regular workers besides subs, you know, heating and air, now plumbing, for several weeks. So April 1st is coming. I don't know if they'll get it finished in time. So Cindy and I plan on making some directional signs today to put out on the roadways. We've had several complaints about people having a hard time finding the park. We're off the beaten path. So let's go in the, I call it the construction trailer. This is the owner's camper. And try to find one, two, three, four, five. All right, so I've got some signs. We're gonna use red duct tape to put an arrow. Oh, these are slippery. To put an arrow on these signs, and then we'll get the metal stakes and put them out. So just like any other household and week, you know, we have to do laundry. So I'm gonna use this cold day to take some laundry over and to get it washing. I just went to put the laundry in the back seat of the Jeep. Door was frozen solid, had to fight it to get it open. It's gonna be a fun day. Not sure if I showed y'all in one of the last videos, but we did get this bed finished around the laundry room. We put in some AstroTurf. I do believe I showed you that, I just can't remember. Got some old, I call them whiskey barrels, and put some flowers in them. Now, we took the door down and distressed it. I'm thinking about clear coating it. Basically, the owner wants us to paint it red, so we sanded it down good, but I like the rustic look. I'm gonna try to talk the owner into leaving it. If not, we've got some paint that matches these bricks down here, and we will paint the door that color, leave it white on the inside. It's starting to, I swear it looks like snow coming down. Not much, but just a little bit, or maybe it's ice. Can you see it right there on my jacket? But the main thing I wanted to show you over here is yesterday, or day before yesterday, we finished this wall. As you can see, or fence, that it's got old telephone poles that we used as the supports. But they had a bunch of these telephone poles that came off this property, and we'd stacked them on the other part of the property. And the owner hired a sawmill, a portable sawmill people to come in and to create lumber out of the telephone poles. And this wall or fence, it's right here behind the trash can at the laundry room. I think it came out really nice, and what it does is it creates a good barrier for our yard. This is where we keep all our supplies, the work truck, the maintenance supervisor lives over here. So I am very happy with the way that turned out, and it is, I think it's sleeting. So I don't know if you can see out the window good, but it's really starting to snow now. See if you can see it coming down. I don't know if you're able to see it in the camera. You can see it on the windshield, I'm sure of that. I will say that one thing that worries me is in South Carolina we have a lot of pine trees. And if you see that pine tree right there, the limbs are starting to get iced over. And you see the power lines across the street. They, if the pine tree snaps and hit the line anywhere, we'll be without power. Ice is worse here than snow. But I walked over here to show you. Other thing we did this week is we went down to Home Depot and bought these little reflectors and put them out. If you've seen our other videos and noticed the entranceway, the owner had just wooden stakes in the ground with pieces of yellow, I think they were yellow tape blowing in the wind. To me, I just didn't like the way it looked. So while we were at Home Depot, I picked up 16 of those reflectors and put them at both entrances and at the entrance to the road that goes to the other side of the campground. So I just talked to the maintenance guy here. Part of his compensation package is the park buys his propane. He's out of propane, so I'm going to take, he and I are going to ride up because I've got the credit card for the campground. He and I are going to ride up and go get him some propane, and I figured I might as well change my propane tank out and take it and get it filled too. So this one's almost empty. That one's full. Oh wow, that's frozen in place. There we go. Changing out the propane. And turn her on. So we ordered off of Amazon a new bike cover for our electric bikes to get them out of our screen room, and looks like it's doing good. And what I like about this bike cover, and I'll put a link down below in the description, is that it has a cable that runs underneath and snaps to keep the sides together on the bottom so it won't blow off. Picking up the tanks, we're taking them to Dillon Oil to get them filled. I got to strap them down still. So let me do that and we'll hit the road. We're at Dillon Oil, getting the propane tanks filled. Then we'll be headed up to Harbor Freight, try to buy a pair of ramps, and then back to the campground. A little bit about Dillon Oil. That's what I like about living in small town America. There's all these older businesses. They do brakes, oil change, alignments, and sell off-road diesel, regular diesel, and ethanol-free gas. So anyway, this is Dillon Oil here in Dillon County, South Carolina. All right, we're here at exit 190 on I-95 at Harbor Freight. See if we can find some ramps so we can change the oil on equipment and blades on lawnmowers. See, they were sitting in the other store. They were supposed to be right there. All right, so they got the plastic ramp, the metal ramp. Metal ramp is $69.99. The plastic is $59.99. 4,000 pounds, 6,500 pounds. We'll get the plastic. And I know how the internet works, so to prove to you that we've got the bottles strapped down, there you go. If not, there'd be lots of comments. All right, so Cindy's been making the signs for the campground. She's got, these are directional signs that we need. See, that one goes the other direction. So I think she's got one more to make. How are you making them, Cindy? How are you making them, Cindy?
I did a stencil and I'm just laying it on there and putting the red duct tape.
Okay. So I have gotten a new product that I've been meaning to show y'all. It's great for your phone for doing selfies, or if you need a tripod, or when you're doing lives and using your phone. What I like about it is once you have your phone in it, you can do, it's one-handed pretty much to get it open. You just tap the bottom and the legs fly out, and then you just lift it up to whatever height you need. Then you can, let me get my phone. Like if I wanted it this level right here, then you can stick your phone in it like that. And then it's got a remote that is chargeable, that is Bluetooth, and you can sync the remote to your phone. And if you're wanting to take selfies, it's got the button right there. You just push and it will take pictures, or it will start your video camera or whatnot. So if you wanted to, if you used your phone like I do for your YouTube channel or whatever, you can set it up. Then you can use the rechargeable remote right here. Push the button and it will start the camera. So when you get into line or into picture or to frame or whatever. And we are going to use this, or we use this when we do our lives. We can set it up right here on the table. We can adjust, let me get, we can adjust the, say hey Cindy, hey Cindy. It's got a swivel there. You can adjust the camera up and down. It's very secure. You can turn it on. It's very well made. And I just wanted to show you, as I get new products and new things that I use to help bring better content to y'all, then this by Craft Geek I have found to be a very usable product. We've had it now for about 6 weeks, and so there, I'll link it in the profile down below or in the description down below if you want to check it out. All right, we've got the signs. I've got the boss coming up behind me. We're going to IGA, and so we're going to put out some of the signs while we're out. There they are on the back seat. And then we got these metal things to stick in the ground. All right, Cindy, so we're just gonna put those 3 out up towards the interstate, and then we're gonna run into Latta? Mm-hmm. Okay. And away we go. All right, that's the right arrow.
Yeah.
Does that look good? All right, so we're taking this little bitty sign up. That'll give somebody some directions. Two more to go. Well, somebody here at the Latta IGA has a little bit of money. There is a Porsche SUV. So y'all know our love for the Yucca app. And so we're trying to find soy sauce because Cindy's making a stir fry. So we checked the Food Club, bad. We checked the low sodium one in this brand, not great. We checked this one, bad. And then we checked the regular, which is the same brand as the low sodium. The regular one was better for you and had less sodium than the low sodium. Look at that, y'all, $99.10 at the IGA. All right, y'all, Cindy's finishing up cooking dinner. We're gonna call it a day. We appreciate y'all coming along with us as we did activities around town and around the park. So we're gonna sign off now, and I'm gonna try to get warm. I haven't taken that jacket off all day, it seems like.
In and out, just like a child.
You heard it here. You heard it here. I'm like a child. Night, y'all.